Welcome everyone. In this presentation, we will be learning about the silica family. Silica group of minerals are unsurprisingly composed of silica or SiO2. Minerals of silica family form a three-dimensional framework of SiO4 tetrahedron, which means that the crystalline silica minerals have tectosilicate structure. And in terms of mineral composition of earth crust, as shown here in the pie diagram, silica minerals like quartz are the second most abundant, coming after feldspar. According to the balanced reaction series, quartz is the last mineral to crystallize at low temperature. Also, quartz is the most resistant to chemical weathering among these minerals. Let us see some of the minerals of the silica family. All of the minerals of the silica family can be divided into three categories: crystalline, cryptocrystalline, and cryptocrystalline hydrous silica minerals. Crystalline silica is simply the crystalline form of silica. Its main varieties are quartz, tridymite, and cristobalite. The chemical composition is relatively simple as most quartz consist of 99.9% SiO2. Quartz can be alpha quartz, the low temperature quartz, or beta quartz, the high temperature quartz, and this transition from alpha quartz to beta quartz takes place at around 573 degrees Celsius. There are several other polymorphic forms, mostly at higher temperatures and pressures. This leads to the phase diagram for SiO2 being extremely complex as shown above. Tridymite is stable at around 870 to 1470 degrees Celsius and cristobalite is stable at temperatures beyond 1470 degrees Celsius. Let's discuss varieties of quartz in more detail. Rock crystal is the purest and most transparent form of quartz. It is the least expensive and the most popular gemstone as it is quite common. Rock crystal is also used in watches due to its piezoelectric properties. This image shows crystals of amethyst and it is one of the more attractive varieties of quartz and hence it is also used as jewelry. Tiny traces of iron give it its color and the biggest amethyst crystal comes from Brazil and the ones with the richest purple color come from African countries like Namibia and Zambia. Rose quartz is colored by the inclusions of diamontinite crystals. Smoky quartz is blackish to brownish in color due to the natural radiation acting upon the aluminium plus 3 bearing quartz. Cryptocrystalline silica is minutely crystalline and is known as chalcedony. It is actually a mixture of crystalline silica and amorphous hydrated silica. The color and texture vary considerably according to the impurities present. Chalcedony, in which colors are arranged in bands, is called agate and it shows various patterns according to the cutting direction. Moss agate is a chalcedony containing small dendritic or tree-like growths of iron oxides or chloride minerals. Onyx is a flat-banded variety of chalcedony and these bands may be white, grey or brown. Tiger's eye is a fibrous variety and its golden color is caused by silicified crocodolite asbestos. Flint and chert are opaque, dull-colored or black chalcedony. They occur in bands or more usually in irregularly shaped nodules. They commonly occur in stratified or massive form. The term flint is generally restricted to dark chalcedony occurring in nodular form. Cherts are grey to black opaque forms of cryptocrystalline silica resembling flint but break with a more or less flat fracture than the conchoidal fracture of flint. Jasper is an opaque and massive form of chalcedony which is of usually red, brown and yellow colors. Hydrous cryptocrystalline silica or simply hydrous silica is completely amorphous and the percentage of water is less than 10%, which is all contained in subatomic pores. Opal is a hydrous silica gem and it exhibits brilliant play of colors. Opal shows conchoidal fracture with a hardness of 5.5 to 6.5, which means it is softer than quartz. Its specific gravity is 2.2, which makes it also lighter than quartz. The left side of the image shows extremely small, closely packed, minute and transparent spheres of silica of size of around 0.25 microns in an opal. The color of an opal specimen changes depending upon the direction of view. This property is called opalescence. This property arises not due to chemical impurities but due to the silica spheres being arranged as a three-dimensional diffraction grating. Wood opal is a variety of opal in which all the cavities of wood tissue have been replaced by opal. Hyalite is a transparent glassy variety of hydrosilica. Diatomites are deposits or skeletons of siliceous organisms like algae and diatoms in lakes and ponds. Coming to occurrence of silica minerals, Quartz is one of the minerals formed by all the three major processes of rock forming. In igneous rocks, it crystallizes during solidification of magma. In metamorphic rocks, it is a product of mineral change, and in sedimentary rocks, quartz chemically precipitates during sedimentation. Quartz often forms a cementing material in sediments and is responsible for lithification, which converts sediments into sedimentary rock. In this image, we can see the overgrowth on quartz grains at the tip of the arrows labeled Q. Quartz is also common in hydrothermal veins. It precipitates in these veins from aqueous solutions. Such veins are of prime importance as they contain precious minerals deposits like gold, and historically, gold was handpicked from such veins. Because of its physical and chemical resistance to erosion, quartz becomes concentrated during sedimentary processes to give rise to sands and sandstones. In fact, most sand grains are composed of quartz. The beach sands are of golden color since the quartz particles are encased by a thin coating of iron oxides or iron hydroxides. Now let's discuss the uses of silica minerals. Silica minerals like flint have been used since ages to produce igniting sparks. When flint is struck with steel, small particles of steel are raised to the state of incandescence by the heat produced. Quartz is an important mineral for many industrial processes. It is the raw material for the production of glasses, ceramics, and foundry molds. Dark green colored glass is formed by inclusion of iron. One of the main technical aspects of quartz lies in its piezoelectric properties. Due to this, quartz crystals are used in watches, printers, and radio circuits. This ends the presentation on Silica family. Thank you.